Thank you very much, Comrade Brown, and also to welcome you, members of the press. We had 3 sessions of the Politburo with the view of going through the successful candidates and for the Politburo to consider these and endorse them. And there were some omissions which were as a result of the need for clarification from provinces. When the results were being collated in the different polling stations in the admin districts, head office was also recording the same, but the provinces had the responsibility to collect the information on their side and also to report the same. So there were instances where we needed clarification. There were incidences where information came a little bit late. Some of the information actually arrived while the Politburo was in session, and it was only after those sessions where we had to revisit the figures and also reconcile with our figures. So there have been omissions here and there, and also submissions that were made after our first announcement of the results. So I will start with those that had been omitted previously, and I will then have to report on the rest of the 4 provinces that had been left out when we reported initially. I will start with Manicaland province, starting with those that had been omitted or where changes have occurred. We have on the National Assembly, Makoni South, we have Nyakuyedzwa Albert. Mutasa North, Obey Vute. Mutasa South, Mishek Mugadza. In the previous announcements, these 2 had changed positions. So the correct position is Obey Vute for Mutasa North and Mugadza Mishek for Mutasa South. We also had omitted Mutare West, and the successful candidate is Manengureni Brighton. On the Senate, in Manicaland province, for Chipinge, we have Kumbula Wilson. And in Makoni, on the female side, we have Gandia Josephine. And on the women's quota, in Makoni constituency, we have Happiness Nyakuyedzwa. Then we had also omissions. Mashonaland East Province, women's quota for Seke Chikomba. The successful candidate is Tabeth Murwira. There was an error in the first announcement which had Comrade Mushure, and Comrade Mushure was actually a runners-up. There is also in Goromonzi, on the women's quota, we have Emily Jesiah. And when we announced the women's quota for Bulawayo, we had omitted Judith Ngube Mukwanda, representing Pelandaba Shabalala. These were the omissions. And I now move on to announce the successful candidates for the 4 outstanding provinces, starting with Mashonaland West Province, National Assembly. Cheguti East, Webster Shamu. Chegutu West, Chigalazira Last Farai. Chinoi Chidzomba Thomas. Urungwe Central, Richard Ziki. Urungwe East, Kangausaru Chenjerai. Urungwe North, Muringa Zua Parks. Urungwe West, Kambu Zuma Chinjai. Kadoma Central, Dhaka Cosmas. Kariba Shamu Tichawona M. Magunje Madiro Supamonga. Makonde Ziambi Simbarashe. Mangura Mombeshora Douglas. Mondoro Mubaira Chamunorwa Chiwanza. Mondoro Ngezi Mukuhlani Tawengwa. Muzwezwe Haritatos Evangelist. Norton Shamu Constance. Sanyati Kambamura Polite. Zimba East, Mukwangwariwa Francis. Zimba North, Chombo Marian. Zimba South, Malinganiso Dexter T. Chakari Nkani Andrew. Senatorial constituencies: Zimba Chirongoma Joseph and Tsitsi Mugabe. Makonde Mupfumira Priska and Chimombe Mike. Urungwe Maruma Hoko Ruben. Kariba Sikalela Gumpo James. And Kariba again, Christine Nyere. Chegutu Christopher Mutsangwa and Baibit Somondo. Kadoma, Tarusikirwa, Locius, and Komalala Rose. Women's quota, Zimba, Oshiki Margaret, Makonde Mhlanga Jennifer, Urungwe Nyamukurira Nyembesi, Kariba Ruth Chari, Chegutu Nyarai Chasi, and Kadoma Abigail Gava. That completes Mashonaland West. We now turn to Masvingo Province. National Assembly. Bikita East, Zevezai Court. Bikita South, Mutodi Energy. Bikita West, Makusha Natiso D. Chiredzi Central, Moyo Francis. Chiredzi East, Mandunge Hama Siyaki. Chiredzi North, Roy Bila. Chiredzi West, Chiwa Darlington. Chiredzi South, Sitole Joel. Chivi Central, Maoneke Xavier. Chivi North, Mukungunugwa Godfrey. Chivi South, Maburutse Felix S. Gutu Central, Chitando Winston. Gutu East, Ganyiwa Benjamin. Gutu South, Togarepi Pupurai. Gutu West, Paradza John. Masvingo Central, Edison Zobo Jr. Masvingo North, Mudumi Brian. Masvingo South, Mukomberi Tanatsiwa. Masvingo Eben, Mawende Wellington. Masvingo West, Chadzamira Ezra. Mwenezi East, Chikomo Sheila. Mwenezi North, Makope Master. Mwenezi West, Moyo Priscilla. Zaka Central, Marapira Davis. Zaka North, Murambiwa Ophias. And Zaka South, Chidua Clements. Senatorial constituencies. Masvingo, Sihlala Winnie, and Edmo Mere. Gutu, Lovemore Matuke. Bikita, Rungani Anna. Chiredzi Maluleke Otilia and Chitaka Roy. Chivi Mwenezi Muzara Cuthbert. Zaka Mavenyengwa Robson and Angeline Chipato. On the women's quota, Mashingo, Sharon Marombedze, Gutu, Simbane Gavi Yeukai, Bikita Sodai Zika, Chiredzi Alginia Samson, Chivi Mwenezi Faith Makaza, and Zaka Makomeke Aleta. We now move to Mat South, National Assembly, Bight Bridge East, Ngulube Albert, Bight Bridge West, Ndou Tusani, Bulilima, Dingumuzi Puti, Gwanda North, Lungisani Ngube, Gwanda South, Omfile Marupi, Mangwe Nlea Sindisiwe, Matobo Ediga Moyo, Matowo Mangwe So Ngube. In Caesar North, Taruvinga Farai, Umzingwane Maihlome Levi, Gwanda Chitaudzo, Fisani Moyo. I think yesterday in one of the announcements, there was an issue to do with a rerun in Caesar North. That was not correct. The rerun is in Caesar South. If you can take note of that change. Senatorial constituencies, Bight Bridge, Mbedzi Edson, and Mohadi Tambudzai. Bulilima, Njovu RM, and Njovu Tombiake. Gwanda, Jafet Dube, and Alma Mkwebu. In Caesar, Esther Nyati and Patrick Wobe. Matobo Komo Nicholas and Umzingwane Matutu Temba and Abigail Damasani. Women's quota, Bight Bridge, Chauke Sibongile, Bulilima Evelyn Njovu, Gwanda Reni Kibi. In Caesar, Ndudzo Patricia, Mangwe Ndiweni Elizabeth, Matobo Rose Mpofu, and Umzingwane Sarah Banda. Midlands Province. Chirumanzu South, Rhodzi Barbara, Chiundura, Selemani Kwidini, Gokwe Central, Mashishi Davison, Gokwe Kabuyuni, Chuma Spencer, Gokwe Kana, Owen Ngube, Gokwe Mapfungautsi, Karikoga Tawanda, Gokwe Sengwa, Paul Mavima, Gokwe Sesame Matiza Madron, Gweru Eben Mukwembi Alex, Kwekwe Central, Energy Ngube, Mberengwa Central, Tinashe Shumba, Mberengwa East, Tasara Ungwe, Mberengwa West, Tafanana Joe, Mbizo Wongaishe Mupereri, Mukoba North, William Gondo, Mukoba South, Wellington Magura, Redcliffe, July Moyo, Shurugwi North, Joseph Mupasi, Shurugwi South, Wilson Muri, Silovela Jonah Nyerera, Vungu Brown Ndlovu, Jombe Samambra Edmore, Zishalane Ngezi, Jaralaza Meki, and Zishalane Runde, Fred Moyo, Chirumanzu Zivagwe, Chokururama Jacob, and Gokwe Chirea Torirai Moyo, Gokwe Gumunyu Stephen Ngwenya. I now go to senatorial constituencies. Gweru Chirumanzu, Muzenda Tsitsi, and Frederick Shava. Gokwe South, Makweya Miriam, and Chiherenge Edson. Gokwe North, maybe Mbowa, and Mabokorasha Jeffias. Shurugwi, Francis Nema, Mberengwa, Joram Gumbo, Kwekwe, Daniel Ngube. Women's Quota, Gweru Chirumanzu, Violet Nari, Gokwe South, Rugare Ziva, Gokwe North, Ntombeni Spiwe, Shurugwi Zishavani, Masango Dokas, Mberengwa, Tsitsi Jou, and Kwekwe Jou Perseverance. That's the whole list of the 4 outstanding provinces. I want to thank you. We finished our Politburo meeting yesterday, and obviously today we are busy announcing and really polishing our papers. We still have to meet and do our consultations. But I would like to assure you that these have to be very soon, so that we then gear ourselves to the next chapter. So I don't have a date as of now, but we should be advising you shortly. I don't have a record with me, but as you might know, what the process was that there is what we call an ad hoc special tribunal to look at the complaints, and the committee has got several members representing all our leagues and some of the Politburo members, but it's chaired by the Secretary for Legal Affairs, who is Honorable Mudenda, and they had about 4 sessions, and they also worked throughout the night. They entertained all the complaints and made recommendation on all of them. And I would like to thank them. Now that you have mentioned them, I would like to thank them for really the hard work that they put into this, the effort that they need to put right through the evening, through the night, and also to entertain every complaint and to make recommendations, which were then presented to the Politburo for endorsement. So I don't have a record of that, but all complaints were considered.